So there's another VTuber agency that apparently the VTuber agency announced 3 graduations, but apparently they did it in the worst way possible. I am very curious, how terrible did they actually do it? I'm actually very curious because I'm just kind of like, how bad can it be? It totally cannot be that bad, right? It totally cannot, right? You know? Jesus. Like, I swear to God, these companies just don't know how to manage. Just don't know how to manage a goddamn freaking VTuber agency, you know? You have the formula from the big ones, at least, you know? They may not be perfect, but at least they have, like, you know, well, besides Niji Sanji. We don't count about Niji Sanji, okay? All right, we're just talking about Hololive and Vishojo and FaceConnect, you know? It's like come on, like you can't be serious, right? The formula is there. Why aren't you guys seem to have this down, you know? Like, I may not be a business owner, right? But I doubt it's rocket science, okay? I don't think it's rocket science. Can it be difficult? Yes, but it cannot be fucking rocket science, okay? All right? It does not take a mathematician to fucking do a business, okay? All right? Like, I was just like, there's no way, right? It can't be that bad. Hey, Gloria, how you doing there, hun? Zaraki, hey. Just more curious. Hello. Hey, I've seen your recent stuff reaction videos on YouTube. Was not expecting to see you live. Yeah, well, I was supposed to stream an hour ago earlier, but I wanted to watch a video because I wanted to watch something else. You know, lighting my mood a little bit. You know, because apparently there's a new VTuber agency that disrespected their livers, and I'm just like, oh great, it can't be bad, right? It can't be bad. And also, welcome to the stream as well. You know, if you don't know how to pronounce my name, of course, because not a lot of people know. Sunako Nyaru. You know, I'm a Nyarlathep VTuber and also #1 Dami Mommy. Hello, greetings. Welcome to my humble abode of a stream, you know? Yeah, we're gonna be taking a look at apparently another company is just going down. Like, I'm like, come on. You can't be serious. Yeah, it's only at the moment because I'm only doing that specific content to grow myself a little bit. You know, get like, quote unquote, a little bit of exposure, right? But I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm pretty terrible at exposing myself. I'll be honest. I'm not a TikToker type of. I'm an old school person. Okay, I don't watch like kind of like the short form content stuff. I usually like watching like 1 hour let's plays and like stuff like that. So that's why I'm a little bit different. So I may not be good at what I do, but hopefully in the future I'll be able to make, you know, the content that I want to make in the far future. I know I'll be opening up a 3rd channel pretty soon about music related stuff. So watch out for that, at least for like music projects, music covers, and all that other fancy jazz music related things. So you're doing okay? I'm glad you're doing okay. Lightening a mood is really needed now this month. Yeah. I needed to watch something else. I needed to watch something else because like it was like 1 week after another week after another week. I'm like, wow, man, we sure are starting 2024 very, very, very well. You know, that's all I have to say. We are definitely starting 2024 so good. I'm like, man, dude, 2024 is something. All right, I'll be there for the 3rd channel. Well, I'm hoping you guys will enjoy the 3rd channel because I do have those music projects though. So I like those, a little sarcastic and not nice for the sake of being nice comments about stuff other do you made. Yeah, like I'm a sarcastic individual, so you know, for those who don't understand, you know, I am a very pretty sarcastic individual. You know, I don't take things really serious, but I do take things at a very very analytic, very comprehensive viewpoint. So I don't really let my emotions like cloud my judgment. So I always look at things at a very, at a very, very like kind of like unbiased kind of situation. But then once the evidence kind of stacks up against him, then I'm kind of like, well, like the whole Uki situation, right? It's kind of like, I see. I see where we're going with this. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I enjoy having some fun times, throwing in a snarky comment or a fun little punch jab joke, here and there, so it's nice to have a little bit of a variety, compared to hearing like another Niji Sanji thing. What is it this time? What is it this time? At least today, it's not Niji Sanji stuff. Thank God. thank the love of God they don't have another Niji Sanji issue. At least at the moment, okay? unless something decides to come up and I'm just gonna be like, we're back. Well, I guess we're back at it again, I guess. I thought we were out of the trenches for a moment there. I'm like, can't be serious with me. But yeah, I hope you enjoy, my humble stay here, so. But we're gonna be checking out, apparently we're gonna be checking out this this new issue that's been happening. So apparently it's a VTuber agency that I have no idea what's it about, right? Which we'll be taking a look at today to see what is what is happening. What is going on here? Why is there seems to be an issue with these indie agencies? Apparently it's called Vevere Live. I hope people do not call you a sociopath like to call me when I go analytical, especially when I would ask, why are you emotional and angry now? It's funny because I grew up in the Void, okay? The Void is completely different. We're all logical individuals. We're not run on emotions and anger, We usually are a very, very, because we're gods and goddesses in our realms, okay? So we don't trifle over emotions, okay? We show facts, proofs, and everything in between, okay? If you don't like that, well, sad to say, the Void is just a completely different realm compared to the human realm, I'll be honest with you. Well, this planet, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why I'm so like shell-shocked to always hear people judging people by their skins, right? I'm always still baffled by it, right? Because I always judge people by their actions and their attitude towards me and my friends and stuff like that, right? So that's how I usually judge somebody. I don't judge someone because they're brown, they're white, Hispanic, or I mean not Hispanic, but black, white, or whatever other color in the rainbows that you guys have for skin tones, right? I just don't judge them by that, okay? Like if you're cool with me, at the end of the day, I'm cool with you. It's pretty common sense, I was recommended on YouTube? What? So weird. It's so weird. I don't think my videos are super great, I'll be straight up honest with you. It's not that great. It's pretty fucking bad. Anyways, let's go take a look, shall we? How bad can this be, right? How terribly bad can this be? Let's find out, shall we?
So today we're going to be taking a look over at a VTuber agency by the name of Vreverie, who we've looked at quite a bit in the past because they
actual YouTube frog. Yeah, because we usually say, you guys usually say YouTube frogs, right? Yeah, my YouTube frogs.
Quite a lot of their talents graduate and leave their company, and well, today's no different. They have announced more graduations. But before
never heard of this company.
Let's take a look at today's sponsor. This little.
But granted, it's based in Singapore, so. Yeah, no, if they're like a massive jackhole or a massive dick, then I'm just kind of like, yeah, I don't want to associate with you, Like, don't be a fucking dick towards me, Oh, the hell! I didn't know Viveri is from my country. Oh, really?
War criminal right
Ah,
here, who, if you didn't know,
interesting.
has his own merch line. That's right, this little shit released his own merch before I, the real Kyo, could even have my own, and now he's forcing me to inform you all about it. So, if you're interested
Damn, that just sounds like a skill issue.
in buying a shirt with him on it, a sticker,
Doxed
or
myself.
a charm of the little fuck,
It's on the internet now.
So
It's on the internet forever and ever,
back
Crane.
to another potential black company. So yesterday they tweeted out this image of Illyria.
No joke that this is another black company. Let me see. Okay, thank you for supporting Reverie or whatever how you want to pronounce it. It is much sadness to regret that we announced the graduations of 3 talents, Lyria, Prisvale, Rana, Lana, and Akiko Sushi. So let's see, 23rd. The talents will be ceasing all streaming activities after their graduation dates. The contents on their YouTube channels will remain up, though they will no longer be updated. Kindly note that all purchasable merchandise, blah 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 blah, these livers, will be closed after the respective graduation dates. Purchases completed before their graduation will be processed, and then there's still more to it. So.
Rana, and Akiko's graduation, saying that it is with much sadness and regret.
Oh goodness gracious, Pancake, are you serious?
Of 3 talents from Vreverie. Their graduation dates are as follows, and they have them listed here. They will all be graduating in March of 2024, though. They said the talents will be ceasing all streaming activities after their graduation dates. The contents of their YouTube channels will remain up, though they will no.
Is there at least one not black VTuber company? At least to my knowledge, Hololive and Bishoujo and FaceConnect are the only ones that I know that there's not a lot of negative press towards them. So you know, I don't think they're black companies. That's pretty much it. So I don't know about these other ones. It's you know, these smaller indie ones are kind of like interesting, you know?
No longer be updated. Kindly note that all purchasable merchandise for Lyria, Rana, and Akiko will be closed after their respective graduation dates. Purchases completed before their graduation will still be processed. Lyria, Rana, and Akiko have been a big part of Vreverie's journey, and we cannot thank them enough for their hard work and dedication they have given throughout their time with us. While it is saddening to see them go, we wish them the best in their decision to pursue new goals and activities outside the company. We hope
so far this isn't too bad, at least.
Until their graduation.
But at the same time, that is a lot of graduations, though. That is a lot of graduations in a span of 1 month too, as well. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, in a span of 1 month, 3 livers are gone. That is kind of crazy. So.
Understanding and sincerely request to refrain from contacting our company's talents regarding this matter. And now, this graduation announcement itself. It's not that big of a deal, you know. It's a normal graduation announcement.
Yeah,
so
it's nothing too crazy.
All too normal.
But where's the but though? I feel like with the Niji Sanji one, I feel like they copy and pasted the Zion Lanza one, and then they just they just pasted it on the Selen Tatsuki termination, you know? But then like, oh, make sure you change it a little bit so it's not the same. It's like the copying your homework meme, you know, and just changing it a little bit, you know?
But that's besides the point. The announcement itself isn't that bad. However, what is bad is that Lyria, you know, had an announcement stream where she announced this, and Vreverie retweeted this announcement. And in that stream, it was announced that she would be graduating. There was also Rana, who had an announcement stream as well, you know, shortly after, and announced her graduation, which Vreverie did not retweet, mind you, but Rana had a graduation announcement. And then we look over at Akiko, who, you know, made a tweet after the announcement came out saying, oh, seems like let's have a chatting stream tonight then, because Akiko was planning on making the announcement herself via a stream that was scheduled.
Well, this one feels like ChatGPT or Gemini was asked to make it sound nice. Yeah. Granted, of course, you know, we don't know if it's actually made by ChatGPT, right? I'm not like that option is still on the table, but there's no proof of it, so I'm just leaving it there, you know, to collect dust until we actually get proof of it. That's why I didn't say anything about like, oh, it could be. But at the same time, we don't have any hard evidential proof, so That's why I can't really agree with that. But it's kind of funny at the end of the day, you know, someone making something like that and it fucking sounds awful, you know.
However, they announced it before she could instead. You know, completely disrespecting Akiko and not allowing her to inform her fans of her graduation before they could. Now, you can say, yeah, sure, we knew what was coming. We knew a graduation.
Artyom, hello Artyom, how you doing there, hun? Arish, how you doing there, hun? How's everyone doing? I see you guys are coming in. You guys are coming in a little bit in the stream.
Was imminent, you know, considering that 2 other talents had announcement streams and they were graduating. But the fact of the matter is that they just disrespected Akiko and did not let her share this news with her fans before the company could. They knew Akiko was going to do this stream.
Pika, hey Pika, how you doing there, hun?
Before she could even have that stream.
Oh, that makes sense. That's understandable. That is pretty rude. That is pretty rude. I'll be honest with you. How you been, Pikachu?
How dare you announce Aki's grad before she could? You deserve nothing. Another person saying you couldn't even manage to let Aki announce this herself. Damn, that's some weak sauce. Next, you'll probably say it was a scheduled tweet that went wrong. You can't backpedal from this one. Another person was asking, are we dealing with another black company here? But someone adding on, I mean, they...
Could it? Wow, that's a little bit of a stretch. That's a bit of a stretch. That's kind of a bit of, for that comment is a little bit of a stretch. Unless it gets like really insanely worse. That's about it. What's up with the news? Apparently some VTuber agency like announced 3 graduations, but apparently in the worst way possible. We're gonna you know, I'm still like 3 minutes in the video, right? So I don't know about a black company, at least at the moment. It doesn't feel like a black company. Like compared to what Niji Sanji did, you know, in the past and everything, doesn't really feel like it. Okay, they might have fucked up. Okay, you know. Now Kyo mentioned something I can't agree really. We have no idea what agreement between that girl and management was about publications of that notice. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's all closed doors. You know, it's none of our business. You know, it's none of our business, but let's keep watching. Let's find out what we have.
They managed to post a graduation announcement
because it does say X talent speaks out, so we're gonna see. You know, the first 3 minutes, you know, it's kind of like okay, not really sensing it here, but go on, go on.
Without smearing the involved talents on the way out, so that's a point against them being a black company. Low bar, I know, but that's the level we are dealing with. Other people replying to Vrevery saying only 2 talents as of now are left with Gen 3 along the way, but this is not looking great.
Oh, yikes. That is pretty bad. Wow. Is that the entire Gen 2 gone? Oh my goodness gracious me. Wow. Wow.
The talents seem to not feel like they are really gaining anything from being a part of the agency, showing where all of the talents have exited with—
Oh my, wait, hold on, go back for a second. Wait, can you go back for a hot minute?
Anything from being a part of the agency, showing where all of the—
Oh my, holy shit. God damn. Oh. So there's still only 1 person in Gen 1, and there's only 1 person in Gen 2.5. What the fuck? Who calls it Generation 2.5? What? It's like a slight upgrade, you know. It's like basically the Overwatch, you know, this Overwatch 2 or so. It's just a slight upgrade, you know, just a slight upgrade of Gen 2. I was like, interesting, okay. I don't understand, but sure, I guess. But man, losing 5 talents though? That is not looking good. I'm gonna be honest with you. That is not looking good whatsoever.
All the talents have exited with only 2 people remaining in the company, and of course Gen 3 is on the way, but people are advising the people that are going to be debuting with Gen 3 to, you know, maybe back out of the company before even debuting. Another person said, can you help me understand something? How do you make 7 streamers graduate and not—
I don't think they're gonna back out unless they already signed a contract. So if the Gen 3 is already coming out and they've already chosen their Gen 3 their Gen 3 people, right? Already, right? and they've already signed the documents, right? I don't think they have the unless like I don't know how the documents are for these things, but I assume they can't back out, so they're kind of stuck with it. So this just like whacked her a lot. I think there is also only one from Gen 1. Really? Damn. Jesus Christ. I've never heard of Whacked. I've never heard of any of the smaller ones because at the end of the day, they don't have much history, so it's kind of a bit of like of a blank like history with them. So you don't know if they're a good company or they're a bad company. It's kind of like, I'd rather wait when it comes to like the smaller ones anyway. I'd rather wait when there's a few talents inside of the agency and then try to apply for them. That's just me. If I was going to apply to a company or to any VTuber agency company, I would rather wait for them and then to see what happens in like 3 years. I say 3 years. I give it 3 years to see their performances when it comes to, and if I see if I see 5 graduations or so, especially 3 in a single month, yeah, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you know what, I'm okay. I'm gonna make sure to stay far away from you. So with backing out of contract, someone mentioned that there is penalties and possible legal liabilities. That's what I kind of thought. So yeah, once you sign that contract, or so, you can't really back out because of the contract itself. So if they've already signed it, right? If whoever the Gen 3 people are, right? It's kind of
not want to work
you're kind of
anymore,
screwed.
And you got it done in 3 months. I wish the best for all the girls. They deserve the world. Reflect on what you've done and do better for Gen 3, or they will go too. And honestly, like I said, people are recommending that Gen 3 just, gets the fuck out of the company before even debuting.
They can't do that.
I see that happening, but we'll see what happens with that.
No, they can't do that because of contract. Like I said, it like if they sign the contract and the contract says you can't leave until you've done certain criteria or so, you can't leave early or else you get penalized or so. You can't do that. So I feel like he's kind of forgetting that you sign a contract when it comes to these VTuber agencies. So he needs to look at it at that side of the coin as well. So that's my only criticism about him, because he's always like, he's throwing out his opinion and stuff, but he's not really thinking it in a very rational type of way. So
we also had Bree, someone that, as many people know, was part of the Reverie, who is now gone, tweeting out, "I was professional for so long. I stayed as silent as I could and said only a shred of what happened since I was early out and so many people were stuck. I'm frankly embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that my name is associated with something so disgusting and vile and abusive. But more so, I'm embarrassed for them. What the fuck is wrong with you? The bare minimum." Bree also tweeting out, "I'm glad people are seeing some of the shit we went through. I wish there was a way to share how bad it was." And I'm sure they're all under contract.
Yeah. About Whacked, it's a really long story with the company doxing 2 talents and etc. Kyo and TVS. Who is TVS off the top of my head? Made videos about them too. Yeah, I remember watching the video. TVS. Who is TVS off the top of my head? I don't remember that abbreviation.
Contract, so they can't share how bad the company was, which is really sad to see. Maybe in the future when, the contract and NDA is up, who knows, we'll probably get some information. But as of right now, they can't share how bad it was.
They can't say anything.
Now, Luria and Rana have both posted, announcements and, messages for their fans that we'll go ahead and read. As of right now, Akiko hasn't posted anything on Twitter about it, but
okay.
she did have the announcement stream, and I will show you the first few seconds of that announcement stream because it's really funny, but we'll look at that after we read these. So Luria said, "I'm graduating. My final stream will be on March 16th at 12 p.m. EST. I love you forever." With the message saying, "I'm sorry things had to come to this. I'm sure many of you feel sad and disappointed. I do too. I wish things were different. I wish I could stay with you forever in this form as your Rhea. I'm sorry I can't do that, but even despite the fact that I can't be your succubus princess anymore, I'll never forget the promise I made that I'd never leave you. I may be graduating, but I'll always remain by your side. I'll always be your Hime. No matter where I go from here or what I do, I hope we'll meet again. I'll always love you, and I'll always be waiting for you. Everything I have, my happiness these past few years, I owe it all to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being the light of my life. Thank you for loving me. I love you. That being
That's
Lyria's
adorable.
message to her fans. Like I said, we also had Rana's message to her fans saying, I'm graduating. For those of you who cannot read cursive because you were
God, Jesus Christ. Damn. That's the first time seeing cursive in like almost over 20 years, I guess. Yeah, over 20 years or something like that. I don't remember when was the last time I saw
Here's a
cursive,
Google
to be
Doc
honest.
version of my handwritten letter that I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into that you aren't deciphering. Now, I can read cursive to an extent, but I'm just gonna read the Google Doc to make things easier. You know, for people that can't read cursive.
You can't read cursive?
Want to
Damn.
see the text. Anyway, the message says
that was like one of the things we like studied the most in the void or so. We learned to read cursive. That was a thing. So let's see. To my favorite garbage cans. I'm sure this is no surprise to you, but I'm graduating. This is something I've been considering for so long, for a long time now. I can't fucking read, and not a decision I made easily. I thought long and hard, about how I could keep streaming as Rana, but when it came down to it, it just was not something I saw in my future. For my mental health or my goals. See, when they write mental health, there's something weird happening in behind the scenes. When mental health when the mental health card throws into the pile, right? That's definitely something that's gonna be, that's gonna be a key factor of what's going on behind the scenes already. Oh yeah, I can read that, yeah. I cannot go too deeply into the reasons for my graduation, but I will say I've never meant to hurt you. I am sorry to leave you. I'm sorry to leave you with questions, worries, and regards. Most of all, I'm sorry to leave you alone because let's be honest, no one can replace me. I'll be like that first love you keep looking for. Fuck, I can't read. Jesus Christ, English is hard. I'm kidding, but also not really. I hope I am an irreplaceable existence in the same way you all were to me. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for giving me your time, energy, thoughts, and care. It's probably more than I received in any life, and I'm eternally grateful. I hope you know I felt the same about you. Aw, that's adorable. That's really sweet. I don't know how many people my graduation will influence or affect. I know as I write this, so many names come to my mind, but also the nameless. Interesting, okay. To those who lurked silently supporting me in this entire time, thank you. I will miss you dearly. So it's basically just saying to my lurkers.
To my garbage cans. I'm sure this is no surprise to you, but I'm graduating. This is something I've been considering for a long time now.
Holy crap, I just saw it was 4 pages. Oh my god. Lurker check? Yeah, lurker check.
I thought long
lurker
and
check
hard
indeed.
about how I could keep streaming as Rana, but when it came down to it, it was just not something I saw in my future for my mental health or my goals. I cannot go too deeply into the reasons for my graduation, but I will say I never meant to hurt.
I'm not really a whole big on the parasocial thing, There's got to be some boundaries between, but if she liked her community, to some extent, and all that stuff, that's fine. Unless it's like some weird stuff happened, like the one VTuber who was making a harem or something and accepting gifts and having relationships with the manager or something like that. I don't know. That one was fucking crazy, to be honest.
I'm sorry to leave you with questions, worries, regrets. Most of all, I'm sorry to leave you alone because let's be honest, no one can replace me. I'll be like that first love you keep looking for. I'm kidding, but also not really. I hope I am an irreplaceable existence the same way you all were to me. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for giving me your time, energy, thoughts, and care. It's probably more than I've received in any life, and I am eternally grateful. I hope you know I felt the same about you. I don't know how many people my graduation will influence or affect. I know as I write this, so many names come to mind, but also the nameless. To those who lurked silently supporting me this entire time, thank you. I will miss you dearly. I don't know how this makes you all feel, or even how I feel. I didn't expect to cry or be sad writing this, but here I am doing so on my 3rd draft. I keep hoping it will be the last one, but I keep writing more and more. I guess
you just like kind of like spilled it out, It's understandable. That's 100% understandable. Granted, of course, that's like just a normal, that's just a normal human emotion type of thing. So yeah, I heard about that one too, but it was for money for the most part. Yeah, it was something about that. It's been a while since I've looked into it, but that was crazy, to be honest.
Yes, I thought I was numb to everything at this point, but I'm not. It hurts more than I thought it would. I've already spent so much time here with you all. Rana is something I put a lot of love into, both in design and personality. She's an extension of myself that will now be gone forever. I wonder what you all are thinking as you read this. For many of you, I am sure this is your first introduction to me. Maybe to some, this is truly shocking. I wonder how lurkers who have never spoken feel. Strangers, regulars, do you want to say anything to me now? Ultimately, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't try to be happier longer for you. I really did try. I know I'm not the most fluffy or sweet person, but I promise I tried to make every stream fun and unforgettable for you all. I'm sorry it wasn't enough. I tried to be inclusive and make...
Can I say one thing? It's just a little funny comment, right? Is she Canadian or something? Because she's saying "I'm sorry" quite a lot, and we all know that, you know. There are a few Canadians that do say sorry quite a lot. So I'm just kind of curious. I'm like, don't feel sorry, okay? All right, God, be strong, girl. Okay, all right. Don't feel sorry. You did well. You did well with the capacity that you can handle. Okay, you did the best you can. That's like the number one thing. Okay, all right. Like, you did your best, okay? All right. Don't feel sorry for yourself. I always hate seeing that, okay? All right. Don't feel sorry, okay? All right. Feel proud of yourself, okay? You achieved yourself in being in a company with not like very few people that can get into a company, right? Feel proud of yourself. You know, you worked hard to get where you were, and then now you're deciding to leave. Of course, there might have been something in the background, of course, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, don't feel sorry for yourself. Don't feel sorry, okay? All right? Stop saying sorry. I'm gonna smack you upside the head.
Make sure everyone knew just how much I cared. Whenever I asked about everyone's day, I want you to know I meant it. I wanted to know your day-to-day, how your lives were when I wasn't around. I wanted to know what I could do to make things better and add value to your lives.
Easy. No, just kidding.
Most of all, I wanted to be
I'm
your
not gonna
home to
say
come
it.
back to every day. A place where you felt seen and like a person, not just a name on a screen. I remembered a lot about each and every one of you. I hope you'll remember me too. I'm sorry
I think
your
they
home was
will.
taken from you.
They will.
I'll
That
always
fan
be
base
here
will
in one way or another.
love
Don't
you.
quite know
So
why I'm so sad. Goodbye doesn't mean forever. I think it's because things will change. It's not a bad thing. It's just how
my one pet peeve, I always say, it's never goodbye. It's always see you later. Because if you're gonna continue VTubing, right, after she has graduated, right, she'll just go back to her previous live, if she's gonna continue, of course. If listen here, comment sections, okay, of YouTube. If, okay, then it's usually never goodbye. It's always like see you later. That's always my thing, okay? If I ever graduate, right? Like, or if I'm like a part of a company or something, I will never say goodbye. I will always say I'll see you later, or I'll see you next time. So that always gives a hint that I'll be somewhere else in a company. So, or I'm going
it is.
indie,
Thank you to those
basically.
who took the time to get to know me and give me a chance. I'm sorry to the few who may have just found me. I hope in the future we will be able to get the chance and opportunities to do what we both deserve and desire. This has been somewhat of a depressing letter, but I hope you hearing it in my voice is a testament to how sincere I've been with all of you. If you're watching this video, you're hearing it in my voice, and I am sorry for that.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, it's a normal human emotion, right? To be like upset that, you know, that you're leaving your lovely community, you know, your community that you worked up, you know, from small to big, you know. Because I assume this is a indie, you know, VTuber agency, right? So it does mean a lot, right? I also love my community as well, you know. You guys mean the world to me, you know. You guys are fucking great. You guys are fantastic individuals, you know. Even though some of you guys like to gaslight me like a motherfucker. But at the end of the day, you know, you guys are caring people. You know, I love you guys. You guys are cool. You guys are awesome. You know, and it's just a pretty fun time to hang around here. You know, we have some good moments here. You know.
This has been somewhat of a depressing letter, but I enjoy acting, but I've never been able to be a false person, especially with all of you. You all mean the world to me. I've never told you guys I love you and I won't be here, but I hope you know how deeply I cherish each and every one of you. Thank you for changing my life. I hope in some small way I have changed yours too. Let's enjoy.
You probably, yeah, you did to your fan base. So
the rest of the girls, I care deeply for them, and they deserve everything. Good. Don't speculate. Don't bring it up in their chats. Be kind. Give them lots of love and support. No one is a replacement, and I encourage everyone to be a respectful and decent human being. I will do my best to make the time we have left wonderful.
That's
Thank
cute.
you for being my Renatics and for being in my
very
life.
Cute. Very, very, very
Finn.
cute.
And share this image. Saying additional note, I have had a discussion with management, and they have allowed my cover of Stellar to be uploaded after I graduate, which, you know, is really cool.
That's cute.
That was Rana's
That's
letter.
cute.
And of course, I am going to leave these down below if you want to read them yourself, or if you want to take a look over at Rana's, you know, cursive handwriting yourself as well. And now that brings us over to Akiko, who, as I said, has not made like a handwritten letter or made a letter to her fans as of the time of me recording this video. But she has had the announcement stream, which was pretty funny in the beginning. Here is the first few seconds of that stream.
Wow.
So those were just a few seconds of Akiko's stream. Pretty funny. Please let me know what you all think about the situation down below, and have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Okay. Was it black company status? No, it wasn't black company status. Was it pretty rude of them sending out the tweet? Oh yeah, definitely. 100%. That was definitely pretty rude. That's kind of messed up a little bit, you know, so. But at the end of the day though, remember that one comment that said on Twitter, right? There's some shit happening behind the scenes, which we don't know anything about, right? But it always piques my curiosity to see what is going on behind the scenes. Just like what Joey Swole says, or, you know, says all the time, you know, do better. Fucking learn how to goddamn operate a business at the end of the day. I'm like, goddamn.